Let's be brutally honest for a moment. Most people aren't broke because they're unlucky. They're broke because they're playing a rigged game they never knew they were in. And the crazy part is that the traps keeping people poor are completely invisible. They feel normal, harmless. They sound like what everyone else does, but wealthy people aren't playing that game. So today, we're exposing the money traps that are silently draining your future. Stay with me because I promise there's at least one of these you're still falling for. And once you spot it, you will never look at money the same way again. It all starts with one simple question. Can I afford the monthly payment? This is the monthly payment trap. That new phone, that couch, it all feels manageable. But what you're actually doing is renting your life one item at a time. Wealthy people ask a fundamentally different question. What is the true total cost over time? They delay gratification. So when they finally buy something, they genuinely own it. Or how about this one? The I earned this trap. After a brutal week, that reward purchase feels completely justified, right? Until it becomes your default emotional therapy. You're not celebrating success, you're using spending to escape stress. Wealthy people take a different approach. They address the stress at its source, so they don't need the expensive retail therapy to begin with. Then there's the big tax refund. It hits your bank account and feels like free money, an unexpected bonus. But it isn't. That was your money the entire time. You simply gave the government an interest-free loan for a full year. Wealthy people optimize their taxes ahead of time, making sure their money works for them every single month, not just once a year. Here's a major one. The belief that a new car equals success. An expensive car is the fastest way to signal wealth while actively destroying it. It's a depreciating asset disguised as a status symbol. Rich people don't flex with liabilities. They flex with something far more valuable. Their freedom. This next one is financial quicksand. The I'll start saving later trap. The lie we tell ourselves is, when I earn more, then I'll save. But the real wealth multiplier isn't your salary. It's time. A single dollar invested today is exponentially more powerful than $10 invested a decade from now. Time is the one resource you can never recover. Credit cards, buy now, pay later, store financing, they've made the chains feel completely normal. For most people, debt is a lifestyle, a constant burden. But for the wealthy, debt is a tool. It's a lever they use deliberately to acquire assets that generate more money. It's for building, not consuming. Then there's the fear of investing. You hear people say they're afraid to lose money in the market, but they're not afraid of losing it slowly and silently to inflation. That somehow feels safer because the damage stays invisible. Wealthy people understand that not investing is the greatest risk of all. It's a guaranteed loss. This fear often pushes us straight into another trap, the I need it fast trap. It's the mindset that asks, what can pay me right now, instead of asking, what can pay me indefinitely? It's a fixation on the next paycheck instead of the next decade. This short-term thinking makes us vulnerable to yet another trap, not knowing when to say no. Someone pitches a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You get invited to an expensive dinner. Most people say yes because they're terrified of missing out. Wealthy people say no because they're terrified of losing control of their plan. And without a plan, your money simply vanishes. This is the no-plan trap.
If your money has no direction, it slips away through 1,000 small decisions. Every single dollar needs a purpose before you even receive it. A plan is your primary line of defense. Your second is an emergency fund. Because emergencies aren't a matter of if, they're a matter of when. Without that cushion, every small setback, every unexpected car repair or medical bill becomes a financial earthquake capable of destroying everything you've worked to build. Even when things go right, when you finally land that raise, another trap is already waiting. It's called lifestyle creep. It quietly and relentlessly kills more financial futures than any major disaster ever could. You get a raise, you get a nicer car. You get a bonus, you get a bigger apartment. Wealthy people do the exact opposite. They let their assets grow first. Their lifestyle follows much, much later. They also understand that not all income is created equal. Most people are stuck trading their hours for dollars. The wealthy learn to trade ideas, systems, and leverage instead. These traps are reinforced by everyone around us. Consider the friend influence trap. If you eat where your friends eat, shop where they shop, and vacation where they vacation, your bank account gradually becomes a reflection of theirs. Wealthy people deliberately curate their social environment because they know that influence is a form of currency. This pressure also fuels the cheap now, expensive later trap. We buy the cheap shoes that last 6 months instead of the quality pair that lasts 5 years, costing us far more in the end. We're buying price tags, not value. And here's the insight most people never see. Wealth isn't built by doing more. It's built by doing less, but with complete intention. Less mindless spending, less chasing status, less emotional buying. These traps don't keep people broke because they're irresponsible. They keep people broke because they were never taught the real rules of the game. But now you know. And knowledge, that's the very first real deposit into your future freedom. The question is no longer what you don't know. The question now is, which trap will you break today? Because the wealthy aren't simply lucky. They're aware. And awareness changes everything.